We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong.
We're here today because we're terrified. We're terrified for our families, terrified for our friends, we're terrified for our country, and we're also pissed off. Donald Trump, for a year and a half, has run his campaign based on fear, racism, and hate. He has called for a ban of all Muslims. He has called for the separation of our families and deportations. He has called for jailing of political prisoners. Right now, we are in a terrifying time in our country. And yet, some Democrats are saying that they are willing to wait and see and negotiate with a racist, fascist agenda. That is unacceptable. So today we're here to demand that Democrats must not negotiate with a racist and fascist agenda, and that this is all Democrats' first warning. We're also here because the Democratic establishment has failed to stop Donald Trump.
They failed.
The Democratic establishment has forgotten about the working people in America. And Donald Trump has won the election because he lied. He scapegoated people of color and immigrants and told them that people of color and immigrants are responsible for economic insecurity in our country instead of the billionaires and the corrupt Wall Street.
That's
right. And that's why we're here today. We're here today at Chuck Schumer's office as a senator who has received some of the most amount of campaign contributions from Wall Street to say that the Democratic establishment cannot lead the opposition right now. And that Chuck Schumer must step aside and allow for new leadership. So we're here to demand that Chuck Schumer step aside from minority leadership, take his name out of the running, and support Bernie Sanders.
Hi everyone, my name's Natalie and I'm a survivor of sexual assault, and a few weeks ago I decided to talk publicly about this for the first time because of Donald Trump's comments about sexually assaulting women. And in all honesty, I'm really pissed that I have to be here today. I'm really angry that this country, I should say, elected a racist, sexist billionaire as president of the United States. But what's actually been really getting to me for the past few days are the number of Democratic leaders that are saying that we should negotiate with Donald Trump, that we should give him a chance and work with him. But I don't negotiate with white supremacy. I don't negotiate with sexual predators. I don't negotiate with people that are threatening to kick out tens of millions of people in this country. The Democratic Party has failed us and many in our generation, and they must refuse to negotiate with Donald Trump's racist and fascist agenda.
That's right.
And yes, Donald Trump rose to power by blaming people of color and immigrants for economic insecurities in this country. But establishment Democrats took for granted young voters, they took for granted people of color, and they have a responsibility to protect our communities. They have to refuse to approve any nominees or any legislation that will ban abortions, that will help round up and deport undocumented immigrants in mass, anything that suggests detaining and making lists of Muslims, anything that suggests further militarizing the police in black communities, and gutting programs that support working families. And to that last point about working families, Senator Schumer has received among the most campaign contributions from Wall Street. We need an actually progressive leader who doesn't get all of their money from Wall Street to move this party forward. And so I'm also asking Chuck Schumer to step aside and give his Senate minority leadership to Bernie Sanders.
My name is James Hayes. I'm an organizer from Ohio, and I also don't want to be here today. I remember a few months ago having a conversation with an Uber driver in Ohio back during the primary season. He was an older white man, and he spent several minutes telling me how much he liked Bernie Sanders, how much he didn't trust Hillary Clinton, and then just before I got out of the car, he told me that I'm probably going to vote for Donald Trump. I immediately urged him to avoid a Trump candidacy and presidency, but I had to figure out and I had to ask him what it was that he liked about Donald Trump. And two things stood out for him. One is that Donald Trump is an outsider. The second was that Donald Trump has so much money that he won't have to listen to anybody. That's what he said. And honestly, that's what scares me the most. Beyond all the racism, sexism, xenophobia, and fascism that we can find in the Trump candidacy, and we'll likely find in the Trump presidency, what scares me the most is that people are looking for leaders who don't need anyone. Democracy is based off of the idea that leadership needs others to govern. How did we get to a point where Americans feel so disempowered that they want somebody to lead them who is not accountable to them? And they're not demanding leadership who's accountable to them, but instead is looking for people who lead who's accountable to no one. And across communities like mine, we're seeing the script play out. The Democratic Party must accept a large share of the blame for a Trump presidency. And especially the neoliberal corporate forces currently in leadership. They must take actions to first stand up with all the communities that are rightfully scared of a Trump presidency, and then to address the internal contradictions that continue to hold the party back, and also hold our nation back from moving in a truly progressive direction. Namely, the party must deal with the fact that they have sold communities like mine and so many others a bad deal. In cities like Cleveland or Columbus, Ohio, where I live, every elected official is a Democrat. But that does not stop you from knowing the names of Tamir Rice and Tyree King. When it came time for the election, Hillary Clinton came to Cleveland with Jay-Z and Beyonce. But where was Hillary when Tamir was gunned down? And in places like Cleveland and across Northeast Ohio, there are many families who, for a variety of reasons, feel invisible to local, state, and national party leadership. This is because rather than empower and listen to the concerns of working-class Americans and the families that the party claims to represent, this party has become the party of Wall Street. We need leadership that takes its cue from the American people, not the corporate and financial establishment.
That's right.
We need a Democratic Party that fights for its base, that doesn't seek to bargain with outright fascists, outright racists, outright sexists.
That's right.
The American people have made it very clear, both by voting and not by voting, and by taking to the streets, that there is a crisis of legitimacy facing all of our democratic institutions.
That's right.
And the nightmare of a right-wing takeover has become a reality. In the face of a Trump presidency, we must prepare ourselves to fight. But we aren't going to fight fire with fire. We aren't going to fight racism with racism. We're going to fight racism with solidarity. We're going to fight capitalism with socialism. We're going to fight for a Democratic Party that fights for all of us, rather than that's right, rather than the Wall Street leadership and the elite corporations that control our democracy.
That's right.
Hey everybody, my name is Nick Martin. During the Democratic primaries, I worked on the Bernie Sanders campaign as a field organizer in Kansas and Utah, and in my home county, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. And I met incredible people in rural areas and on college campuses who were fighting for the political revolution. Rural counties like my county went for Bernie in the primaries because we were fed up with the status quo and were ready for change, and the establishment Democrats didn't seem to notice or care about us. When it was time for the 2016 election, establishment Democrats failed to stop Donald Trump. They took young voters, our generation, for granted. They took immigrants and people of color for granted. They wrote off white working class voters as the past. They got in bed with big business and they sold out the people. And now look who's president. A racist, sexist demagogue who is a threat to our democracy and to our people. I'm scared for my family, my sister, my mom, my friends, and the future of my entire generation. Wall Street Democrats must step aside or face what's coming for them.
That's right.
Chuck Schumer has no business leading this party. Chuck Schumer, we're calling on you to step down and support Bernie Sanders as the Senate Minority Leader.
Hey everyone, folks from the outside want to come in, there's still some space. So my name is Waleed, and I grew up in Virginia. I'm actually now a constituent of Chuck Schumer, embarrassingly, in New York. And on Wednesday, I had to talk to my mom, and she was in utter disbelief about what had happened. As a family of Muslims who have lived in this country for 30 years, my mom had to tell me that this election made her feel like this wasn't her country. A woman who lost everything, who left her entire family behind to come to this country now has to say that this country isn't hers. And I want to lay blame on this office. Because I want to know, where was our party? Chuck Schumer spent the past 8 years meeting with Wall Street bankers, with corporations, with lobbyists, and thought that that would be the way to inspire the American people to vote. He thought that he could continue to take the side of the ruling class, and that would inspire people to actually come out and vote for him.
Hell no.
Vote for the Democratic Party.
Nope.
Where was our party? Our party, the Democratic Party, could not speak to the people because they are so far removed from ordinary people. They would rather go to cocktail parties and come to talk to the people who are actually trying to make this country better. Right. The party of Clinton and Schumer is also the party of Wall Street. And now the party of Trump is the party of the KKK. So where is our party? Our party is sitting right here. The Democratic Party and Chuck Schumer have built their careers on immoral compromises, allying themselves with Wall Street and corporations. No wonder the American people don't trust them. There are exceptions, and we salute those. But when will this party stand up for principles? I am willing to go to jail than rather sign up for a Muslim registry that Trump will propose in the first place. What are you willing to do? Where is the party that will protect us? Will Chuck Schumer filibuster all day and all night while the jails fill up with young people standing up for our country? Or will you negotiate with an open fascist? I don't want to be here today. But throughout our history, there have been rich and powerful oligarchs who believe that America belongs to them and them alone. They cling to the tiniest and bitterest idea of we the people. They were the slave owners who told us that all men are created equal but kept their fellow Americans in chains. And now they're Wall Street bankers, fossil fuel CEOs, racist prosecutors, billionaires and the politicians they employ, and a corrupt political establishment. The ruling class is drowned in money, and they have left so many of us drowning. They would rather destroy this country with their hatred and greed than share it with the rest of us. They tell us to hate each other so that they can survive. But we believe it's the people in this room, that young people can solve the crisis of community that America faces right now. We know that we live in an America that is yet to live up to its promise. We live in an America that is increasingly unequal, unfair, and divided by racism and resentment. And the Democratic Party didn't tell the American people the truth about that.
That's right.
We are the people whose lives and dreams are at stake now. We are the young people, the workers, the dreamers, the fighters who are taking responsibility to make sure this country is one where everyone can belong. We are the ones who will make America what it's always claimed to be. That loving this country means caring for everyone into it, regardless of how much money they have in their pocket, or their skin color, where their parents come from. We will not sit at home and watch our country torn apart, because you and I deserve the dreams that we fought so hard to get. Our generation will create a new idea of what it means to be an American, and it won't come from this office. An America that's based on community and care and love, not racism and greed.
That's right.
We know that this country is not united by shared ancestry, but by shared destiny. And we won't let hatred and greed of both parties stand in our way any longer. We've already started standing up. We've been fighting the separation of our families through deportation. We showed the world the value of black lives. We occupied Wall Street. We made a political revolution seem possible when no one said it could be.
That's right.
We provided hope at a time when change did not seem possible. And now it's time for us to really launch a democratic revolution and take over this party. We, the people, for each other and for the America we deserve, for all of us.
We are
Standing for our future, we are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future, we are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong.
Forward together.
Not one step back.
Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back.
Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line.
Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Black Lives we coming, we ready, 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 we coming, we ready. Gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back.
Forward together, not one step back.
Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together,
not one step back. Forward together.
Standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong.
So we're going to be here today. We're going to stay here until our demands are met, until Democrats commit to not negotiating with a racist and fascist agenda. And if Chuck Schumer steps aside and supports Bernie Sanders to be the Senate Minority Leader. We're open to meeting with Chuck Schumer, with Senator Schumer, if he's willing to meet with us out here. But if you're watching on live stream right now on Facebook, come to the Senate Hart Building, come to Chuck Schumer's office, because we'll be here waiting for you.
We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong.
We gonna rise up.
Rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. They try to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. when the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back.
I'd like to invite some other folks. There are like 40 of us here today. Coming in at Chuck Schumer's office. And there's a lot of things that brings us here, a lot of thoughts that we've had over this election, and I'd love to invite some people to share why they're here. Ask Becca. Let's go first.
Yeah. Hey y'all, I'm Becca, and I live and grew up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I do not think it's a mistake that there's 5 of us here from Central and Western Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Yeah,
baby.
Our part of the state has been sold out. Our parts of the country like ours have been sold out by the Democrats. Mm-hmm. They are refusing to actually do and listen to our communities. And the past 6 days have been intense. And I can't believe that the Democrats let Donald Trump become president. Mm-hmm. That they did not listen to the American people's disgust and anger at the establishment, and instead continue to cling on to Wall Street, continue to cling on to lies, continue to pretend like the America they've been trying to build the past 30 years will still work for us, when instead it's put more and more people into poverty and made rich people richer. And I think about my community that is being, honestly, could be torn apart by this presidency. I grew up, I went to a high school that had folks from literally all over the world, immigrants, refugees, working class white folks, and I am scared for what's going to happen in my hometown, because Donald Trump is telling people to act with immense hate and anger towards people in their own communities. And the Democrats are doing nothing. They're saying, oh, well, we have to wait and see. We have to see if he is going to, maybe he won't be so bad. Maybe that was just some rhetoric to be on stage with. But we know that is not what we need as people. And we cannot let the Democrats continue to We cannot let the Democrats continue to sell our generation out. And I'm here because I care about my sister and my mom and every single person that I went to high school with, every single person that is texting and calling and emailing me being like, what do we do? What does our democracy come to? And they look at the Democratic Party and they see nothing. They don't see anyone willing to actually stand up and fight for them. And that's why I'm here, because we deserve better. We deserve a country that fights for black people, that fights for immigrants, that fights for women, that fights for our future, that stands up to billionaires. And I'm just grateful that the 40 of us are here today.
Anthony. Let's be clear. Tuesday's election result was the result of a strategy of racism and a legacy of racism and hatred in this country. We are here because we are fighting for an America for all of us. And Tuesday's result was because the Democratic Party is not fighting for an America for all of us. They're fighting for corporations, they're fighting for their Wall Street donors, and they're fighting for a past that is proven to fail. They have to bear responsibility for allowing for Donald Trump, a fascist tyrant, to be now on the precipice of the White House. And it's our lives, it's our futures that are on the line. These members here, they'll be fine. Yeah, they want to tell us to just wait and see what happens. No, that's because they'll still be here in their offices. Maybe some of them will still be here in their offices. But it's not their communities that are on the line. They've been too busy in their cocktail parties, in their boardrooms, and in their locked offices to talk to the people who are actually building an America for all of us. I'm here for my family. I'm a son of immigrants. I'm here for my community. I'm here for all of those who cannot be here right now, who feel alone in their own homes, in their own communities across America because of what happened on Tuesday. And it's shocking, but it shouldn't be. Because this country has extracted black and brown life and blamed valid working class pain on our communities for generations. Donald Trump is just a continuation of that story. And if we are going to defeat Donald Trump and defeat his movement of racism, sexism, and fascism, we need an inspiring progressive alternative, a progressive story of an America for all of us. If the Democrats want to be a part of that, they better follow our lead. Filibuster every single one of Donald Trump's. Is anyone watching right now? Anyone watching? I've received messages from folks from my high school, from my own community, saying, what do I do? How do I rise up? Now is the time to act. Now is the time to rise up. Join us now. Join and fight for an America for all of us.
Does anyone else want to share why they're here today?
Y'all sick? Are you?
Yeah.
Y'all tired? Yeah, I am too. And that's why I'm here. I'm pissed off. It's been for too long that we've had parties, people in government ignoring working class people, black and brown people, LGBT people, immigrants. They've ignored all of us. You know what? We're here because we hate Trump. We fear Trump. Do not get that twisted. But something that he knew, the people around him knew, people are angry. Something is wrong. And the Democrats offered nothing. They just said, everything's all right. Let us take the wheel like we have for years. Vote for us so you don't have to deal with that guy. Well, you know what? Y'all lost. It's your fault. Now we're dealing with that guy. Because you decided that you couldn't listen to all of the United States of America, all of the American people. And we're here because we need to build a movement for the American people. We're here because we do not negotiate with, we do not normalize fascism or hate I'm here, Lancaster, PA. Also, by the way, need to represent 717. Very important. I'm here to show that all of us are supposed to be able to step up and represent ourselves in our politics, in our lives. We all have jobs. I had to take off. I drove down here separately. We are all involved. We are all fighting. We're all taking to the streets. We're all going to the offices. We're going to change things.
Again, we're not leaving here today until Democrats pledge that they're not going to negotiate with Donald Trump's racist and fascist agenda, and until Chuck Schumer step aside and support Bernie Sanders to be the Senate Minority Leader. Our friends and supporters who are watching us on Facebook have ordered a pizza for us. We're not going to go anywhere until our demands are met.
That's right.
Rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. Together, not one step back. Forward 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 together, not one step back.
Forward together, not one step back. Forward together,
Not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line.
Chuck Schumer, grow a spine.
Forward together, not one step back. 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 Forward together, not one step back.
Forward together,
Not one step back.
forward together,
Not one step back.
forward together,
Not one step back.
forward together,
Not one step back. Forward together, not one step back.
forward together.
Not one step back. We ready. We coming. 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 We ready. We coming.
And the ready. And the powers come down. When the people rise up. And the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back.
future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong.
I'd like to invite some other folks to share why they're here and what's at stake for us with them.
Everyone. Yeah. My name is Charlie. I am a proud Chicagoan. I'm a proud Chinese American. And I'm a proud young person. I just graduated from college this year, so I'm really representing the youth. What surprises me most about this election is that people thought it was surprising. Especially the Democratic establishment, who predicted, expected, and celebrated prematurely a Clinton victory. They were trying to seal our fate, and, well, they did. To blame this election on working class white voters is part of the story, and it's only part of the story. And we're here today to tell the rest of the story, which is to say that Trump's victory is horrifying and it strikes fear in my heart, but it was partially due to Senator Schumer, the Democrats, and Wall Street for pitting us against one another, pitting the working class against each other, the middle class, while they could remain comfortable in their offices in New York, in Wall Street, and in DC, while we fought and allowed racism and bigotry to spread. My parents came to America from China 30 years ago. They raised us to be Americans. They didn't teach us to speak Chinese because they wanted us to fit into this country. And last Tuesday, I realized that that fight is not at all over. I am American. I am claiming that title, but I fight every day to ensure that people that look like me, people that don't look like the majority of our country, are able to be accepted and to claim this as their own. So we are here in Senator Schumer's office demanding that he step aside or stand against Trump and allow us to take back our party, allow us to stand against Trump's hatred and bigotry and oppose him at every turn. This is our time to rise, and we will not stand down.
Hi everyone, my name is Elaine Colligan and I currently live in Virginia, and the results of Tuesday night's election made me so angry. I am here because I am so angry at the Democratic Party establishment that has sold out young people, working people, and people all across this country who for years they took for granted as part of their voting bloc and who didn't show up on Tuesday night because they sold us out. And I'm so angry at the establishment that has waffled for way too long at issues that matter to us, on mass incarceration, on deportation, on climate change, on women's health, on economic justice, on the rights of working people and people of color, on the epidemic of police brutality and sexual violence that we face in this country. I am so angry. And it is time for new leadership. The Democratic Party knows that we are coming after them. I spent 8 months of my life following Hillary Clinton around on the primary trail in New Hampshire, pushing her to not take money from fossil fuel companies, pushing her to oppose the Keystone Pipeline, pushing her to keep fossil fuels in the ground for my future and for people all around this country, from Standing Rock to Appalachia, from people in Pennsylvania to the coast in Louisiana, where sea levels are rising. People impacted across this country and this world by the impacts of climate change, superstorms, droughts, floods, things we've never seen before. And I had to push her every single day, me and hundreds of young people from all across this country, a multiracial group of young people. And you know what? The Democrats still failed us. Their spineless leadership and their refusal to stand up for working people, people of color, and young people in this country has gotten us in this mess. Yes. And I'm angry at the Republicans for using racism and hate to divide working people and pit working people against one another in this country. But I am more angry at the Democratic Party.
Yes.
And so it is time for young people, us, to step in and fill the leadership vacuum in the Democratic Party. We are representative of the next generation. We are representative of the true working people here in America. We are representative of the issues that we've been fighting for. From Black Lives Matter to the fight against deportation, from climate change to economic justice, young people have been fighting and leading the charge on social justice in our country, and we need that more now than ever. Woo! Woo! And the Democratic Party establishment to step down and make way for new leadership. I am telling them to protect our people and filibuster any of the racist, sexist, xenophobic, and fascist legislation that because why would we negotiate with the fascists? We're not going to do that. We're not going to go negotiate. I am sick and tired. It is time for us to stand up and protect our people. So Chuck Schumer, we will be here in your office until you come and make way for new leadership and appoint Bernie Sanders as Senate Minority Leader, and until you commit to protecting our people and blocking any of the racist, fascist, xenophobic, climate-denying legislation that Donald Trump will promote. That's why I'm here. Woo! I'm here because we need an America for all of us.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra Flores Quilty. I'm here today because of my family and my community. My family are the Latino base that the Democratic Party has relied upon for every election, for every generation, over and over again. My mother has gone door to door speaking Spanish to our community, convincing our community the Democratic Party was the only choice and that could protect us. At the same time, Schumer and corporate Democrats have been taking money and making deals with Wall Street over and over again. Schumer has taken money from Donald Trump. I'll read that. Schumer has taken money from Donald Trump. Why would we expect him to care for us now, to protect us now that Donald Trump is in office? He needs to step aside and put Bernie Sanders in leadership so we can protect our families cannot be negotiated their lives over right now. My family's safety in Arizona, my Latino family in Arizona's safety cannot be negotiated right now. You cannot negotiate white supremacy. You cannot negotiate fascism. And so if you think that we're going to sit here and watch you sell us out over and over again, negotiate our lives, then you're wrong. And we're not going anywhere, and we're going to continue to fight, and we're going to take back the United States for all of us and make it fulfill the promise that has never fulfilled. The United States has never been a country for all of us. And the only people that will do that are the people in this room and the people across the country who are scared for their lives, their families, and their communities.
Forward together, not one step back.
Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back. Forward together, not one step back.
We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers go down. When the people rise up and the powers go down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up and the powers come down. When the people rise up and the powers come down. They try to stop us, but
coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. The people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. We gonna rise up till it's won. We gonna rise up till it's won. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. When the people rise up, and the powers come down. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. They tried to stop us, but we keep coming back. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Your job is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Our lives are on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer, grow a spine. Democracy is on the line. Chuck Schumer,
Keep moving. Keep moving. You can video from back there. Keep moving. You stand? Ma'am.
You have to go on that side of the wall.
Keep going. Keep going.
You come that side. Okay, behind the wall. Behind the wall. You come right down. Behind the wall. Ma'am. Behind the wall. Let's go. Move back past the wall, please. Back past the wall. Thank you. Move back. Move back past the wall. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Waleed. I'm a leader with all of us.
Come on.
Right,
My job.
right now, they're arresting about 20 millennials. Chuck Schumer's office has refused to meet with the new leaders of the Democratic Party, the new leaders of America, and instead is choosing to arrest 20 young people. We're demanding that Chuck Schumer withdraw his name from being considered as Senate Minority Leader because his leadership and the Democratic Party's the establishment's leadership has failed us utterly. For time and time again, Chuck Schumer has taken the side of Wall Street and the ruling class instead of the side of the people. That's why the Democrats lost the election. They no longer inspire people. They no longer activate people because they don't tell the people the truth. That Wall Street and the corporations that run the Democratic Party are partly to blame for the ruin of our democracy and our economy. And they couldn't tell the American people the truth this election because those people are contributing enormously to people like Chuck Schumer, are contributing campaign donations, all of this stuff. And that's why Chuck Schumer needs to step down and make way for Senator Sanders to be the next minority leader, to be the leader of the opposition. Right now, they're arresting the future of the Democratic Party and the future of America. Chuck Schumer should be ashamed of himself.
We are standing for our future. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong.
Ma'am, go back over that way, please. Sir, back over that way.
And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future. And together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future.
I think press is back over
No,
here.
we can be here?
Correct.
We're staying back over here behind the wall. We're trying to get people back here behind the wall.
We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong.
We're here today because so many of us are terrified and scared and pissed off. Donald Trump ran a year-and-a-half-long campaign on hate, racism, and fear.
Yeah, we just...
And on Tuesday, he won. Donald Trump successfully lied to the American people. He said that people of color and immigrants are to blame for our economic insecurity. But that is a lie. It's the corrupt ruling class and Wall Street billionaires who have used racism to divide the American people. That's right. That's right. And Donald Trump is a racist, he's a xenophobe, he's a fascist, he's called for a ban of all Muslims, he's called for the deportation violence on protesters. Donald Trump is a threat to the American people. That's right. That's right. And when the American people are threatened, our democracy is also threatened. That's right. And senators, especially Democrats, who are saying that they're going to negotiate with a racist fascist, this is your first warning. We're here to demand that Democrats must refuse to negotiate with a racist fascist. That's right. And that we need new leadership within the Democratic Party. Establishment Democrats have failed us. They have failed and made Trump win. That's right. We can't have Senator Schumer, a senator who has received some of the most massive campaign contributions from Wall Street, to lead our party. It's time for new leadership within the Democratic Party. Step aside and support Bernie Sanders as the Senate Minority Leader. Join us to create an America that's going to work for all of us. That's right. We're standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. Healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing.
Hi everyone, my name is Waleed. What's happening behind me right now is the future of the country is being arrested by the next leader of the Democratic Party, Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer, we were at his office today demanding that he meet with us because the Democratic Party establishment has failed us over and over again. They lost this election because they couldn't tell the American people the truth, that the Wall Street contributors to Chuck Schumer's campaign to the Democratic Party are the reason why our country is so divided, so unequal, and so unfair. They couldn't tell the truth because those same Wall Street donors have paid off for the Democratic Party. And instead, in that vacuum, Donald Trump was able to tell a racist lie and divide the American people based on fear, hate, resentment, and racism. Chuck Schumer is choosing right now to arrest 20-plus millennials who are the leaders in the future of the Democratic Party, instead of sitting with us and stepping down and withdrawing his name from being considered minority leader. Chuck Schumer must withdraw his name from being Senate Minority Leader and make room for new leadership in the party. We're endorsing Senator Sanders to be the new minority leader because he's actually inspired and activated the American people, especially young people, to get involved. He's stood up to Wall Street, and over again, he's told the Democratic Party establishment that the way that they do politics is corrupt and rigged and wrong. Thanks.
We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong. We are standing for our future. We are healing what is wrong. We are standing for our future, and together we are strong.
Hi, my name's Natalie, and we are outside of Chuck Schumer's office for a multitude of reasons. But partly we're asking the Democrats, especially Wall Street Democrats, to actually pledge to protecting our communities from Donald Trump and his hateful campaign. I really believe that the Democratic Party failed our generation. They failed young people. They took our vote for granted, the vote of women, of young people of color like myself. And so we're calling them out and telling them that they need to be progressive and they need to actually protect our people and protect our communities that Donald Trump has threatened to discriminate against or to deport or to not allow in this country. And in addition, we're also calling on Chuck Schumer to step aside and let Bernie Sanders be Senate Minority Leader, because we need truly progressive people to lead this party. And Chuck Schumer is one of the senators who's taken the most amount of contributions from Wall Street, and that's not the type of person who's going to create an America for all of us, for working class folks, for people of color, for anyone that I care about, honestly. Thank you. What you're looking at is the future and the only group willing to hold both systems accountable getting arrested. We're here today to demand that people, especially the Democratic Party, understand that they are also at fault as to why we have President-elect Donald Trump. It was not just the 50-plus years of racist and sexist platform dog whistle politics of the Republican Party that allowed a candidate like that to run and win, but it was also corporate Democrats, people who are not accountable to the communities that are continuously marginalized, who are silenced, immigrants, black lives, brown bodies, women, so yes, they're getting arrested right now because they're the only ones willing to work for an America for all of us, hold both sides accountable, and recognize that we don't have a system that actually works for everyone in America, a system that is worth preserving. America was never great.
So we need to work on making it great for the first time, and these are the folks getting arrested right now who are willing to put their bodies on the line to do so, and we're demanding that Chuck Schumer step down and allow Bernie Sanders to be the minority leader of the Senate in the Democratic Party.
Okay. Everybody has to move back to that back pillar back there.
Clear this hallway a little bit. Just down the hallway.
Down the hall to the back, the second pillar right there.
Hey guys, keep moving down the hallway.
Keep moving. Keep moving for us. Hear me? Second pillar, please. Come on, guys, to the second pillar. The pillar right there. You got to get behind it. All right, guys, come on. We didn't ask y'all two we've been asking all day. If you had rushed, you would have got up front like they did. Come on now. A little bit farther. Almost there. Almost there. Just watch the guy behind you. Almost there.
Guys, leave the hallway. You guys leave the hallway open, please.
I'm here with All of Us 2016. My name's Anna Bonomo, and right now the last two people, there were about 20 people who were arrested today outside Chuck Schumer's office. Chuck Schumer chose to have these millennials arrested rather than come out and speak with them. We were here today to demand a meeting with Chuck Schumer and to get him to commit to rejecting Trump's agenda items, not to negotiate with Trump's fascist and racist agenda, and to step down, take his name out of the running for minority leader, and endorse Senator Bernie Sanders instead. And we just saw a whole bunch of millennials arrested because Chuck Schumer was not willing to sit down and speak with us. So this just proves that Wall Street Democrats have not been on our side, are not on our side, so we're going to continue to press them until we have a party that exists for all of us and not the elite Wall Street billionaires that the Democratic Party has been serving for years now.
Could you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, so a group of millennials was just arrested outside Chuck Schumer's office. We were asking for a meeting with Senator Schumer.
You guys leave the hallway open.
Wanted him to commit to not negotiating with Trump's racist and fascist agenda in his administration that will also be racist and fascist. And we also urged Chuck Schumer to withdraw his name from the running for Senate Minority Leader and endorse Senator Bernie Sanders. This election has proven that Wall Street Democrats with deep ties to corporate interests, can't do their jobs. They can't serve the people who they claim to represent, and it's their fault. They brought us here. It is because of them that Donald Trump has been elected. So we're here.
What group do you represent?
We're with All of Us 2016. We're a new multiracial group of millennials, and we're going to be here again and again to tell Wall Street Democrats that it's time for them to step down and let the Democrats become a party of the people again.
Can you explain the group that got arrested? Who were they?
Yeah, so they were also with all of us.
How many?
It was, how many were there? 16? 20? I think there were 20 millennials who were just arrested because Chuck Schumer decided that he would rather have these millennials arrested than speak with them and negotiate.
Do it again?
Yeah.
This way.
Get ready.
My name's Anna Bonomo. I'm with All of Us 2016.
Okay, we weren't up.
BONOMO. We had a group of about 40 millennials today inside Chuck Schumer's office demanding that he withdraw his name from the running for minority leader and endorse Senator Bernie Sanders, and also to commit to not negotiate with Trump's racist and fascist administration once he comes into office.
What sort of direct action?
So we sat in Chuck Schumer's office. There was chanting and singing. Now I think the last, there were about 20 millennials who were arrested for sitting outside his office and blocking the doors. And Chuck Schumer decided to have them arrested rather than meet with us and talk with us. So this election has proven that Wall Street Democrats and Democrats with deep ties to corporate interests are not capable of leading this country in the direction that it needs to go. Is that they were not capable of standing up to Trump. They were not capable of representing the people who they claim to represent. So Wall Street Democrats like Chuck Schumer, like Hillary Clinton, needs to step aside and let people like Bernie Sanders, people like Elizabeth Warren step forward and lead the Democrats and our country in a direction that it needs to go, which is a direction that stands up for all people, for immigrants, for Muslims, for black people, for women, for LGBT people, and stand up to Donald Trump and not allow him to wreak havoc on this country.
Sorry.
No, just go down. Or here, I'll just tell them. Hey everyone, right now about 20 people are being loaded into the police wagon and being taken to jail, where they'll be processed for standing up for our country and trying to transform the Democratic Party. The big question that we're asking here at Chuck Schumer's office is, where was our party when we needed them most? Where is our party when we need them most? And right now, they're supporting the police arresting us. The party of Clinton and the party of Schumer is also the party of Wall Street. The party of Trump is also the party of the KKK. So young people want to know, where is our party? We'll continue asking that question over the next few weeks, few months, few years, and we're going to support any primary challengers that get in the way of us really transforming this country to make this country and make America actually for all of us for the first time. Democrats need to be on the lookout that if they don't stand up and defend our communities, we will support primary challengers against them. People here are willing to go to jail for their freedom and for justice. Democrats need to filibuster all day and all night to stop me from being put on a Muslim registry, immigrants from being rounded up and deported and family separated, crackdowns on protesters, crackdowns on a woman's right to choose, and massive corporate tax cuts and tax cuts for billionaire families like Donald Trump that are headed our way. A lot of us are willing to go to jail to stop that from happening, and Democrats need to be doing the least, which is filibustering all day and all night to stop any of Trump's legislation of hate and greed. Right now we're going to go down and see the protesters being put in the wagons. Thanks.
I guess
All right, you guys.
Are you with local or national?
No.
Go on this side.
You want me to go on this side? Okay.
You should go downstairs.
Hey folks on the live stream, stay with us for a minute. We're going downstairs to check in with all of our friends, millennials, 20 who are...
Hey, look, you're following me. You can't park your
No, but well, they're all leaving up there. What if we want to do a live stream? See what's happening.
Yeah.
We got 1,300 viewers. We want to know what's happening.
All right, everybody, 1,300 viewers. What you're witnessing, young people, part of this group formation, all of us have come to Chuck Schumer's office to demand that the Democrats appoint new leadership in the Senate, starting with Senator Bernie Sanders as minority leader. And this is because we feel that the Democratic Party deserves to take their fair share of the blame for this presidency, the Trump presidency. They failed to take his candidacy seriously. They failed to listen to the American people. And they continue to become more and more the party of Wall Street rather than the party to represent the American people, the American families that they claim to. You know, communities like where I come from, it's all Democrats who are in office. It's all Democrats who are in office at the local level. And where I live in Columbus, Ohio. Last year I lived in Cleveland, another city that's run entirely by Democrats. And that has not stopped you from learning the names of Tamir Rice and Tyree King and Henry Green and so many others in our state and across the country. And it's time for the Democratic Party to take a stand. Hillary Clinton came to Cleveland just before the election to turn young black voters out for her, and we came out to vote largely for her. But where was Hillary Clinton when Tamir Rice was gunned down? Where was Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party when the banks were getting bailed out and Wall Street was getting sold out? And they need to take ownership of this and understand that it's time for new leadership, it's time for a new direction, or it's time for them to be no more. And so the young people, all of us, 17 people I believe were just arrested, sitting in. Others are coming out right now. And this is only the beginning. All across the country, thousands, tens of thousands of people are taking the streets saying, how do I get involved in stopping this Trump presidency from happening? It's too early to say, let's negotiate. It's too late to say, let's wait and see. All we have to do is look at what he said since the time he launched his campaign. All we have to do is look at what's happening inside of our cities to know that it's time not just to say no to Trump, but to say no to the status quo as a whole. And it's really just a shame. I mean, the Democrats' best response to Trump's slogan, "Make America Great Again," was "America's already great." I mean, how tone deaf, how out of touch can you be? If you take one step into my neighborhood, you'll see why it is people listen to someone say America's already great and smirk. Why that is not a motivation for people to go out and vote. And the Democratic Party has had multiple chances to empower young leadership, to bring in leaders from the social movements that are changing this country, and time again chooses to side with Wall Street and with neoliberal corporate forces. And so that's why we're here. That and so many other reasons. There's a lot of other people that can tell you why we're here. And that's why us and lots of other folks are going to continue to put the pressure not just on Donald Trump and his presidency, but on this party to stand in its values, stand for its principles, its stated principles, and stop being so opportunistic and really take a stand and fight for the American people. The American people have demonstrated by voting and not by voting and by taking to the streets that there's a crisis of legitimacy for all of our institutions in our society. And it's time for there to be new leadership emerge to reorganize this country and the entire world. And so this is one small step in that direction. And there's pizza here now, so I'm about to go eat some.
Oh, I think people are coming down.
They're coming down. I just wanted to keep walking by.
We should just cut it?
Yeah.
Just go to selfie and say goodbye.
Hey live streamers, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna cut it out now and bring pizza to our friends, but for just a recap, that was 20 millennials who stood up for justice in this country and are willing to put their lives and themselves on the line to build a party that works for all of us. So we're gonna go bring pizza to everyone who has been standing with us, but thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned to All of Us 2016 and work with us to build a party that works for all of us and not just Wall Street Democrats. Thanks, bye.